referencing a big IP like The Last of Us. How much are you creating for yourself and how much is keeping the fans happy? How do you find that balance? Because fan-made films, they can get torn apart.
There's always that risk. I love The Last of Us. I love the world of The Last of Us, and I want to do right by The Last of Us. But I also want to tell my own story while still being respectful to that world. So it's less for the fans and more for myself as a fan of that franchise.
Are there any boundaries that you shouldn't cross when kind of creating a fan-made short film?
I would say that as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, you need to make the decision early on. Am I making something that is in this world of this franchise? Or am I making something that's inspired by this world in this franchise? You need to make that decision very early on, because the way you present it to people are going to judge it through that lens. And if you go too far, people might, tear you a new one. So like with this Last of Us one, my decision very early on was I want to make something that pays homage to the franchise and really encapsulates the feeling that I get when I play the games. And in order to achieve that, I have to stay loyal to the lore, to the world, to the characters, to the brutality of that world. Like it's really important to prime your audience. People have even criticized the second game for doing that. When something's fully CG, like the cutscenes, you can kind of swap out characters. And they did that for a few shots in the trailers for the second game, where they swapped out some characters for Joel.
And people lost their minds.
Yeah, it gave the illusion that Joel was in later stages. And I understand why they did it, because people were onto them. People were already guessing that Joel was, spoiler alert, going golfing. But what it did is it primed the audience to expect something that it wasn't going to be.